26-yard line.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go right back to White here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a carry for White. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Let's go now. Get the plan. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. 2nd and 15. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Back to throw. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
59, Eddie! Check, 59. Alert!
First down, and they're going to throw without him. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Set,
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run with White. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Chiefs take over first and 10. We go work at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? Oh, wide open, complete, past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 2nd down now. It's White. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
Here we go. Here we go. First and 10. Here we go. At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would would have been ready to...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. 20, 10, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Cortland Sutton, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets are out to the early lead, and we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll start the drive with a give to White. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On third down, a run from White. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
(21-3) is your score after one. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the group.
Oh, wide open, complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Rosas good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And look at this. The punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's second down. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Throwing again. Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And a route is on here in this first half.
Redskins 3. Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick 6 there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
Rosas good with the extra point. And a route is on here in this first half.
Redskins 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I love that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. On first down, Fields. Catch is made, it's Harmon. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's 2nd and 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run for it. This is White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Chiefs' 5-yard line.
58's the money. 58's the money. We got it.
Looking to throw. Fields looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fields flushed out right, and it's caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. On 4th down, Fields buying time to his left. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Now Allen looking for his running back, and he's got it.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Zoo.
Allen now looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
On 1st and 10, Fields escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down now, it's White, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. So, and he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Samson Abukum coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 58 is a mic. Go 58 is the mic. Down to lose one.
On fourth down, Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Allen going to throw again. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, it's complete to Hopkins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
On 52. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now Allen again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Back to throw. Fields trying to lay one up deep. It's caught at the 10. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Right here.
Here's Allen. To the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Flush to his right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Allen to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. On 2nd and 9, Allen. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. From 13 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on.
3 weeks, 3 touchdowns. It's obvious they've looked his way early and often in the red zone this year, and that's usually a pretty good place to find a tight end in the NFL.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw on 3rd down. Fields got an open man. It's Harmon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Allen. Got him in, it's Brown. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 33 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. PAT up and good by Rosas, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll run with White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Going right side here, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fields. They'll get this one to Galladay. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kaiser White. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong.
To the air, Allen. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Middle.
Allen off the play fake. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrich Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. This will be from 56 yards out. And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On third down, Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 58, boy, 58.
To throw again. Fields. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Nick Bosa able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big gain of 31 on third down. Operating from the gun, Fields. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Throwing on first down, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Dante Jackson picks it. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
52's the mic right here, over there.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Allen going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Allen to throw once more. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
And the Redskins first down.
On 1st down, Fields. And his throw is incomplete. Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Fields. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Fields. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll go down at the 28. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. On 1st down, White, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground with White. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Fields. He may try and run for this. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go, his first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, We certainly know it won't be his last because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Rosas good with the extra point. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brown 80. 51. What's the run? They're running it.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
That's it, huh?
Roses to add the extra point.
Let's go.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Roses on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd and 14. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Washington, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip. I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip. I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist. I never switch. Ice in the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They say you know they kept in the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous? They act like they made us. You know I'm icy in Vegas. Just for the that hate us. I make a lot of new money. When it's not savers. You be liking my flavor. I think it's cause ice on the wrist. On the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long style made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to